Better close the gate so the dead don't come out at night. I know. I don't want to be waking up in the rig and see a ghost staring down at me. That would freak me out. Hi peeps. This week my full-time nomad friend Linda and I visit beautiful Bonaventure Cemetery in Savannah, Georgia. We hope you'll join us and enjoy the video. Veteran graves? Let's go see.
You know the story about putting a rock on the grave, right?
What's the story about putting the rock on the grave?
Supposedly, if you put a rock in someone's grave, you're wishing them to go over to the other side. I bet you, yeah, these are all Army graves.
Oh, wishing them? But why would you think that they didn't make it to the other side already?
I don't know. I just read that. That's why all the rocks are on there.
Oh, okay, let's get close. All right, so this guy's got some pennies as well.
See what
all right, it's Malcolm.
1919 to 1990.
Okay,
World
so
War
this
II.
is World War II.
Yeah, this is World War II. Yeah,
But lots of pennies as well. Is that to pay the? Is that the coins or to pay the ferryman?
Well, when family comes to visit the grave,
right,
they put a rock on the grave or they put a penny on the grave.
And I thought that the coins were to pay the ferryman.
Oh, I didn't hear that one.
Okay. You know what they're doing in cemeteries now that are kind of interesting? They're you can scan. There's a Q code.
Oh, you can scan.
You can scan it, and then you'll see like videos and the whole story of the person's life, Linda.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like that bird is saying thank you?
Yeah, that's how. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome. I think Gracie might be that way. I think we turned too quickly. Right?
He said it was a 6-foot fence around her, so yeah, maybe.
I think this is it. There she is. Little Gracie. Look, all the pennies and...
Yeah, old tokens. Let's read this.
Somebody threw $1 in there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll read it. Little Gracie Watson was born in 1683, the only child of her parents. Her father was manager of the Pulaski House, one of Savannah's leading hotels, where the beautiful and charming little girl was a favorite with the guests. 2 days before Easter in April 1889, Gracie died of pneumonia at the age of 6. In 1890, when the rising sculptor John Waltz moved to Savannah, he carved from a photograph this life-sized, delicately detailed marble statue, which for almost a century has captured the interest of all passers-by. There she is.
There she is. There's a name, it's Theus. Theus. It says something and then it says did not live. Well, obviously. Now I understand somewhere out west they're starting to offer composting.
Are they?
You can compost. Have yourself composted.
Also, you can have yourself put into some kind of a reef and dumped in the ocean. Be part of the reef.
Oh, okay. Like the bones, essentially, calcium.
I guess you have somebody like cremated and then the ashes get put into something and then it's like a reef. I mean, back in 1800s, this was probably a very modern way to deal with bodies.
Right, because look, yeah.
Get a fancy crypt and...
Right? Yeah, not the paupers. The paupers didn't get this fancy stuff, right? The paupers were put into a box, if they were lucky.
Pauper shield, right.
Otherwise, they were just, you know, put some, what's that, lime?
Yeah.
Put some lime down, put you in a bag, throw the dirt over you. Have you ever seen a ghost?
Never. Well, never seen a ghost, but we've had some weird experiences.
Like, what was a weird experience?
When Peter's mother died,
okay.
we were all sitting in her living room with the priest planning her funeral.
Okay.
And the siblings couldn't agree on what there was something they couldn't agree on, and they weren't fighting, but they were like, tossing ideas, and all of
Right.
a sudden the lights went out.
Oh, so stop fighting. Stop fighting,
It's
you
like
siblings.
all the lights went out,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, that's what they said. Mom's like telling us, knock it off.
Knock it off.
And it was just their house, like the other houses in the neighborhood had lights. And then
Right.
Peter and his brothers went downstairs, and they said the breaker wasn't thrown,
Mm-hmm.
and it only just came back on again. It was weird.
Spooky stuff.
But I've never seen a ghost.
Look, somebody left some glasses.
Oh my
do they think they need to see better in the afterlife?
I know, right?
This is Paddleford. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Well, you know what unnerves me? Have you ever seen the ones with the little bells?
Oh,
You ever seen those?
no, I don't think so.
I saw one once, and I think it was in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
There's a metal stick that comes up, and there's a string that goes down into the casket.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, yeah.
They used to sometimes bury people alive.
Alive, yeah, so you
And
can
it
ring
was
the bell.
Ring the bell. That used to unnerve me.
But what do
when I
you
was
do if
younger.
it's a storm and nobody hears the bell?
Right? That used to
Or-
unnerve me.
Or the bell falls off,
I know, right?
right? Scholar, physician, Freemason. Yeah, I'd hate to think what a physician was doing back then. Putting leeches on you. Some bloodletting.
Bessie's shoulder.
Something about the whole concept of burying bodies
I get claustrophobia, so
that
I
disturbs me.
I just want to be cremated and spread it out in the ocean.
Right? I mean, I don't know what it is, but there's just something about this whole idea of a cemetery. Look, she did what she could. That's not a very nice thing.
Wife. of
Does that sound?
James Kirk.
She did what she could. It sort of, it implies
She wasn't very happy with what she did.
age 27 years. The pains of death are past. Labor and sorrow cease.
When we at death must part, how keen now departure, deep the pain, but we shall still be joined in heart and hope to meet again.
So they're all in there, all together, all stacked up. I hope you're all happy there together.
How many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them in there together. I hope they're getting along. No fighting. You all made the decision to be in there together. Better get along. Look, Linda, I think it's Count Dracula.